Today, I'll be doing my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 tag video, which features some of my all-time favorite wet shaving gear, coming right up. Hey guys, this is John from Latherhog, and welcome back. Today, I'll be doing my very first tag video. First off, I want to give a shout out to my friend Tim over at the Scented Soldier Shaves. He's doing great stuff over on his channel, reviews of not only wet shaving stuff, but fragrances as well. He's really knowledgeable about fragrances and even works in his army background into the theme of his channel. So be sure to take a look. I've left a link in the description below. So what the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 video is going to showcase is some of my favorite all-time wet shaving gear. So what that list is going to cover is 5 shaving soaps, 4 post-shave products, 3 brushes, 2 razors, and 1 blade. Now with that out of the way, let's get into the first category, 5 soaps. Now the first 2 I want to talk about are Mammoth Soap's Mood Indigo and Talbot Shaving's Cole's Pond. So I haven't chosen these things based on performance alone, but personal connection and history is going to play a really large factor. And being actual friends with the artisans behind Mammoth Soaps and Talbot Shaving, I'm always rooting for these guys. I'm looking for ways to support them, and there's no way that I would leave them off this list. The remaining 3 soaps have been in my den at least a year, and these are a combination of scents I really enjoy just using time and time again. Kind of like a desert island shave. If you had to use these products, for the rest of your life, what would you go for? And that's kind of how I chose the rest of the soaps on this list. First up is Noble Otter Thé Noir et Vanille. We also have A&D Asian Plum. And lastly, Bear Certain Man Vespers. And you'll recognize this one if you have watched the video for my favorites from 2019. I tried not to do too much overlap between this list and that one, but that one was just unavoidable. So moving on, next we're going to do 4 post-shave products. First, we have a staple of many a shave den, and that's Thayer's Witch Hazel Toner, in this case lavender. You can see this bottle's nearly done. I'll probably finish it up tonight. And this is one that I use both in the morning and at the night. It's part of my skincare regimen that I'll put on, before lotion. So it's not only for aftershave, but this is just multi-use, and I definitely wouldn't be caught without it. Next up for post-shave, we have Male Grooming Frankenlime. And this one absolutely is my favorite from this past year that I discovered. They have some wonderful scents that kind of cover each major category of scents. So Frankenlime, being a big fan of lime, citrus, it kind of goes with a lot of different things. So besides the really versatile scent of lime in this one, the post-shave feel is just excellent. When you apply this product, it's not greasy, but you definitely know there's something more than just either your typical alcohol, witch hazel, and water. There are things here that are making your skin, softer. You see numerous oils that are, known to have really good properties for just moisturizing and just taking care of your skin. The next post-shave product I'm going to share with you is from Carnivus and Richardson, and that's Les Boissons sur le Porche. So Carnivus and Richardson are known for their metal brush handles, but they also have a soap and splash set that they put out in limited quantities. Chachalon Lu already produces some of the best aftershave splashes and toners, and this scent, it might be one of my favorites from Sean, the purveyor. The scent here is sweet, warm, rich, yet it's not too heavy and could be appropriate for basically any time of the year. Lastly, in post-shave, we have a classic, and that is Parasso Red Sandalwood. Now, while I know the scent itself could be polarizing, some find this sandalwood a little medicinal. I have some associations with a barber shop with this because my actual barber uses Parasso products, both the red and the green. As far as sandalwood goes, it's just really pleasant. It's a really good bang for your buck, and I feel like it's a product that can be used by both new and veteran wet shavers. And those are my choices for 4 post shaves. Next up, we're going to talk about 3 brushes. The first brush I want to talk about is from RazoRock, and that's the BC Silver Tip Plus Soft. And this is the brush I use whenever I'm testing a brand new soap. I'll always reach for this because I've come to know how it performs. It's foolproof, I'd say. And for the longest time, I thought that the knot on this brush, that couldn't be the regular Plus Soft knot that you can get from any online retailer. And only recently did I find out that to be true. I think it's something that is made special for RazoRock, because typically the Plus Soft knots that you can find loose or in pre-made handles, have a bit of a kind of yellowish, creamy tinge to it. This is a lot lighter, closer to white or cream. And I do think that it's softer, and something about it just feels, a little bit better than your typical Plissoft or synthetic knot. So, it has the right amount of backbone and splay for me. Let's see here. It's not super floppy, and it just looks kind of clean, simple, retro, but it's attractive. Second brush up is probably my very first custom brush that I ever ordered, and that's from Mozingo Brushworks. And I've since called this Oz, thanks to the green and black here. And this is a chubby style handle, beautiful colors here. I wanted an emerald black pattern, and Brett over at Mozingo did a great job. He's really easy to work with. I've changed the knot out on this brush handle a few times, and right now I settled on a 28mm super high density knot from Omo. So I'm really enjoying it. It makes lather like a beast. I just really love the look of it. And lastly, for one of my favorite brush makers, Wild West Brushworks, we have this lovely pink and black brush. I believe it's called M17. And there's just something about this knot that really just pops from my collection. I can't help but reach for it. I'm not sure if it'll pick up on camera, but there's sparkles that kind of give the look of space in this brush. Just really well done. Love the shape, love everything about it. And those are my 3 brushes. So next up, we're gonna talk about 2 razors. So for the first razor we're gonna talk about is from RazoRock, and that's the Game Changer, the 0.68 head. And this is one that is my daily driver in times that I'm doing consecutive shaves. It's very comfortable. It's got just the right amount of aggression without being too mild. I love this handle. Granted, the Game Changer, you can get it in any number of handles, but I think this is called the Super Knurl, and just kind of these 3 segments of knurling. It's, really catching, pleasing to the eye, but there's a functionality to it too, where it helps with the grippiness. And the second razor that I chose is from Carve Shave Company, and that's the Christopher Bradley in brass. I actually don't love the standard default matte finishing that it comes with, and using some Flitz polish was able to kind of give this not only a nice shine, but a smoother feel. So that's what I prefer. If it looks a little bit different to you, it's because there's no matte finishing. But I only have the C plate on this. This I've used for the longest time. I've talked about it in so many previous videos and shaves. So I love the look of this razor. It's got a great weight. The C plate here has medium aggression, which is the sweet spot for me. And oftentimes I find myself comparing new razors I try against the Carve. So with the 2 razors out of the way, we're down to the very last one, and that's one blade. And in this case, I'm choosing Polsilver Super Iridium. Now, to tell you the truth, I've heard that these are discontinued, that they're not discontinued. You can find them, you gotta watch out for counterfeit ones. Whatever the case may be, I got these maybe like 2 years ago. I got 50 packs, and I'm still, slowly using them. But this blade just works in every razor I use. I have no problems with them. It's a good balance of smoothness and sharpness. And just the fact that they're so versatile for me, I will reach for these as much as possible. I definitely will keep them as an option in my den. And that's my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 tag video. Now, I'd love to hear from you guys. What would you put on your list? You can tweak the list if you like, whether it's your all-time favorite, whether it's your favorites from this past year. Whatever it is, sound off in the comments below. Now, I also want to tag a few friends and see what they would put on their list. So on YouTube, I'm going to call out Rudd Shaves, Michael Freedberg, and DK. I'll also be sure to leave links for those channels in the description below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want to help support me and the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.